Okay, hello YouTube, it's Monday. What day is it, Josh? February 21st, right?
Yeah.
How about it? The kid knows what day it is better than I do. Anyway, I am finally coming on to give you a video update. I have failed to do this because school's been out Friday and today, Monday, and so I've been entertaining the boy and sort of losing track of time and not getting my stuff done. So I'm sorry about that. And I am back. And I lost a pound this week. For you folks that are new and don't know me yet, I'm Lori, and go entertain yourself on YouTube. And I had lap band surgery on December the 9th. Started at 265 pounds. I'm down to 229 pounds. So that is a total loss of 36 pounds. So I had a 1 pound loss this week, which I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. So anyway, some of the stuff I want to come on and talk about this time. I typically always get the bad things out of the way first. That's sort of how I do things. But this week I wanted to make at least a response to the accountability. Proof weight loss surgery works. Interestingly, I've been thinking about accountability anyway, and then they popped on with that topic this week on their channel, so I've never done a response video on there before, but I'm going to do one today, so I'll start with that. So my thoughts on accountability were that obviously making these videos once a week tends to keep me accountable. I have to come on here and talk to you, and I think the first thing we all think when somebody doesn't show up is, uh-oh, something's going wrong. So, you know, that's not always true. Sometimes it really is just life. But I enjoy making these videos if things are going great. And to be honest, I have a hard time doing one if things aren't going great. And so, but it does keep you accountable to sit down in front of a video camera every week and talk about how it's going. Another idea is to track your water, your calories, and your protein on some sort of tracking system, whether you do that on Excel yourself or do it on like lapband.com or obesityhelp.com are both really good places to do that. I'm not faithful with it, I gotta be honest, but I do think that does help keep you on track. I update my Facebook page with these videos every week, so that's kind of interesting. Everybody that knows me really well gets to see me and know what's going on with me, and that was a decision in the beginning for me. A lot of people keep it quiet that they had surgery, but I figure the more people that know, the more people will slap that donut out of my hand if I am eating it. So that helps keep me accountable. I'll go to pick Josh up from school, and I'll have, you know, moms who watch my videos that are my Facebook friends say, hey, it's going great, you know, and that's kind of weird, but I do like it because it, you know, it means that there is somebody out there who's thinking about, you know, how I'm doing, even when I might not be thinking about it. So that's really good for me. You can call up your friends to walk with. I have quite a few people in my life who have offered to exercise with me, and that's helping me because I don't like to do it. I mean, I have to be honest, I just hate to go to the gym. So anyway, keeping track as my sizes are going down and getting rid of those clothes is another way to keep me accountable. If I hang on to fat clothes, then I always think, well, if I gain a couple, I can get back in those jeans, right? But that's not good. So I am keeping those clothes that no longer fit me because they're too big far from where I shop or for what to wear during the day. And I'm giving those things away so that I can, you know, just get them out of the house. And I attend a weight loss surgery support group in Bay City, and I love it. And that's just the best. And I've found a really great support group. I know there are lots of good ones out there, and if you search, you can find one. But ours is just particularly good, and Pam Trimble runs that. Hi, Pam. And she just found my YouTube videos, so I'm saying hi to you. And she is a really good example of somebody that's done very well with weight loss surgery, and she's writing a book. And so we've got a great leader, and everybody that participates in that surgery group are just really good people to talk to. There is a mix. Some people have had varying kinds of surgery, from the bypass to, you know, the band, the sleeve, and the switch. I don't know what that thing is, but anyway, we have somebody from every walk who's 5 years out and people who just started, so it's really a helpful support group. And we just started a website for that support group so that we who are in the group can post questions to each other through the week, and that's been very helpful. And the one that and taking before and after photos. I try to take one every month, and these videos, of course, are sort of a moving reference to how you look in terms of weight loss, but I have Michael take my picture once a month. And also, speaking of Michael, talking about this process, the good, the bad, and to anybody who will listen to you is very helpful. Again, some people just don't want to talk about it. They don't want everybody to know their business. And I understand that, but that's so not me. I have a big mouth and I just talk all the time. So, my husband will ask me, how are you today? Are you down? And I don't get upset by that because, he's got my best interest at heart. So it's good to talk to somebody, about it every day. So that's my list of stuff that I do that keeps me accountable, and it does help. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, really. And it takes every bit of that to keep me on track because, I like to cheat sometimes, This didn't used to happen to me. Around about week 8, I started flipping out a little bit. And so, what are you going to do? I only lost 1 pound this week. I finally get my fill on Thursday. My second fill will be Thursday the 24th, and I'm looking very forward to that so I can kind of recommit, I have been trying my hand at making my own peanut butter, and of course, by virtue of making your own peanut butter, you got to make your own peanut butter cookies, don't you? So I've been trying to do that with Splenda, and I'm overeating on that stuff, and it's causing me gastric problems. So, I think if you just stick with plan A, you're doing fine. But as soon as you vary from the plan, it goes a little haywire on you, and it's hard to adjust, when you're used to doing the same thing for 10 weeks, and then you throw a kink in the wrench, like eat peanut butter cookies, So, anyway, the things other than that I want to talk about, I'm getting ready to go to have some labs drawn today, and these are not routine labs, although I am close to the time for routine labs. I'm tired all the time. I could sleep 12 hours a day if you'd let me, and this is a relatively new thing. This has cropped up in probably the last 2 weeks or so, and I called my doctor, my family doctor, not my surgeon, and said, can you run some labs, because I just am beat down tired, and I shouldn't be. I don't do much, I mean, I don't know what the problem is, so, I need to take a nap every day. I don't know what this is. So, anyway, I'm sleeping like I'm a teenager again, and it's just very strange, and I'm not getting anything done around here. So I'm going for those labs in about 20 minutes, and going to have those drawn and see what I find out, so I'll let you know. I don't think it could be an iron deficiency because the 2 multivitamins I take every day have 100% iron in them for the daily, and I eat a lot of, I eat a lot of meat, that's what I'm eating mostly, but I am not getting very much fruits or vegetables in, and no grains at all, hardly, so, I could have a B12 deficiency. It could be anything. I don't know. Maybe I have seasonal affective disorder. I don't know, because it snowed again. But anyway, and I'm not very happy about it. All our snow melted. We got to 52 degrees, and I thought, hey, all right, it's time for summer. But no. It snowed another 6 or so inches yesterday. And so, anyway, so that's my news about the labs. I'll give you an update on that. I had food get stuck last week for the first time. And, that's kind of amazing to get almost to week 10 before you have food get stuck. So I've been chewing pretty thoroughly up to now, but then this thing happened, and I was eating not very moist pork, and it stuck right here, and it hurt. And I was arms over my head, running around the kitchen, trying to get it to go down, and I never did throw up, but it sure did hurt. And it seems like it might have scratched my esophagus because for the next, day, probably 3 more meals, I had issues, swallowing, and it just kind of hurt as it went down. And so anyway, I'm trying to be way more careful about chewing. And I feel that's probably going to be a sign of things to come after I get my fill on Thursday, because it's going to be a much tighter band. I suspect I'll have 6 cc's instead of 3. So I'll probably get some restriction, which is probably a good thing because I probably am overeating. So anyway, so that's my food stuck story and my accountability stuff. Oh, I have some non-scale victories. Good thing, since I only had a 1 pound this week, but I'll take it, I'll take it. My shoes fit better. Who knew your feet get fat? So my shoes actually fit better, which is weird. Oh, I look at people when I eat now. I used to just be all elbows and a-holes down there eating the food, right? Keeping your eyes on your plate, chewing. And now I have to chew so long that I have time to put a fork down and look around me a little bit and see what other people are doing. And you know what I see? Mostly the top of their head, because they're down there eating. So anyway, that's a different experience for me. I've just noticed that, you know, when we go out to restaurants, so much of the time we're all looking at our plate instead of looking at each other. So that's new. And then I can fit in the restaurant booth without stress. I was, you know, I mean, not all restaurants were a problem, but some restaurants, particularly the ones that give you portions this big, have the tiniest booth space. Like Outback Steakhouse, for example, has really very small booths. And I used to think, oh my God, how am I going to get in there? You know, or I'd get in there and I'd have my boobs basically sitting on the table. You know, I mean, not cool. So I fit in all the booths now, I've noticed. So anyway, it's going pretty well, except for this being tired thing. I got to get that figured out, and I will give you an update when I find out what is going on with that. If they draw the labs today, it'll be at least 3 or 4 days. So by Friday, hopefully, when I'm supposed to be doing my video, I will have an update for you about my second fill and my lab situation. So I hope everybody's having a good week. I know this is a horribly long video. I'm so sorry. And take care, and I'll see you Friday. Bye.